Big news! Apple's iPhone 16 AI features are delayed. When I heard this, I thought, really? I'll cut to the chase on what's coming, when, and if it's worth the wait. Apple's big AI reveal for the iPhone 16 felt like a magician announcing a new trick, only to say, come back next month. Yes, those fancy Apple Intelligence features won't be gracing your new iPhone 16 or iOS 18 at launch. Instead, they'll dribble out later, starting with a beta in October unless you live in the EU, where waiting is a national sport. So, what are we waiting for? In October, we'll get AI-powered proofreading, text rewriting, and even a tool to summarize long emails into short summaries, perfect for that TLDR generation. Siri is also getting a facelift, complete with a shiny new rainbow ring that makes it look like it's joined a circus. Type your questions instead of talking. Finally, Siri is learning to read. But the real magic, or the illusion, comes later. We're promised visual intelligence, which can identify objects from a photo. Snap a cafe storefront, and your phone will know its menu, hours, and possibly your latte order. Or you can create personalized emojis, because who doesn't need a tiny pixel version of themselves? There's also some promise of more practical features, like using ChatGPT to explain why your AI still can't figure out the difference between turn off the lights and order more lights. Just don't hold your breath. These could drop anytime between October and, next year. Until then, keep an eye on your iPhone, but don't expect it to keep an eye on you. At least not until it's had a few more updates. Next, the Reflection 70B AI model went from genius to joke. I couldn't believe it. Was it all a scam? Stay tuned for the full story behind this AI mess. Reflection 70B was hailed as the new Einstein of AI, if Einstein had spent more time at magic shows. Matt Schumer, CEO of Otherside AI, made bold claims. This was the world's best open-source model, supposedly trained using some mysterious reflection tuning. Naturally, the tech world drooled over it like a dog eyeing a steak. But, like a Tinder date that looks nothing like their profile picture, things quickly went south. Independent researchers tried to replicate Reflection 70B's amazing results and found it was less genius, more comedy of errors. The model performed worse than Meta's Llama 3, which was like claiming to be an Olympic sprinter but tripping over your own shoelaces. A Reddit sleuth then uncovered that the model on Hugging Face was not some breakthrough tech, but a souped-up version of Llama 3. Schumer blamed an upload mix-up, a bit like saying your cat accidentally walked on the keyboard and hacked NASA. Things got even shadier when a private API for Reflection 70B turned out to be using Anthropic's Claude, not Schumer's magical creation. At this point, the only thing reflecting was the AI community's sense of betrayal. The scandal teaches us a valuable lesson. In the fast-moving world of AI, it's crucial to separate the science from the snake oil. And remember, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is, especially if it's coming from someone who keeps pulling rabbits out of their hat. OpenAI says GPT-Next will be 100 times smarter than GPT-4. Sounds insane, right? Let's dive in to see if this AI will change the game, or just hype. Move over GPT-4, there's a new genius in town, and it's called GPT-Next. According to OpenAI Japan's CEO Tadao Nagasaki, this upcoming AI marvel will be 100 times more powerful than its predecessor. Forget playing games. This AI will play the human brain like a fiddle. It's so smart that we might start asking it for dating advice. Unveiled with much fanfare at the KDDI Summit 2024, GPT-Next is set to use a mini version of something called Project Strawberry. What's Project Strawberry? Well, besides sounding like an experimental new smoothie flavor, it's apparently OpenAI's not-so-secret weapon for creating artificial general intelligence. Basically, they're aiming for an AI that can think, learn, and probably write better romance novels than us. Nagasaki is hyped, claiming GPT-Next will use a smaller architecture to achieve more. It's like saying you built a supercomputer that runs on AA batteries and some wishful thinking. Apparently, this will make it smarter, faster, and, quite possibly, better at giving you life advice than your therapist. Meanwhile, Mira Murati, OpenAI's CTO, added fuel to the fire by suggesting that GPT-Next might be smarter than humans. Great, just what we needed. A chatbot that can outdo us not just in trivia, but in everything from composing symphonies to figuring out taxes. In conclusion, brace yourselves for an AI that's not just here to help, but to humble us all. GPT-Next will soon be unleashed, ready to prove that while humans might be the creators, we're far from being the masters. P&D Botics unveils Adam, a robot so advanced it could replace your yoga teacher. But is it really that good? Let's see if Adam lives up to the hype. P&D Botics has just dropped their latest creation, Adam, a humanoid robot that supposedly mimics human movements so well, it might just replace your yoga instructor. This high biomimetic marvel promises to be the most advanced humanoid robot ever built, though it's still unclear whether it can handle the complexities of, say, a Starbucks order. Adam is designed to replicate human motion, but without the usual human weaknesses, like pulling a hamstring or forgetting leg day. It uses a modular design which, according to P&D Botics, makes it both efficient and low maintenance. In other words, Adam could be the first robot that doesn't break down like a 1990s minivan on a cross-country road trip. Not content with just looking pretty, Adam is also cost-effective. Unlike other robots that come with hydraulic systems that cost more than a small island, Adam's motor joint-driven design is all about keeping things cheap. P&D Botics seems to be banking on the idea that everyone wants a humanoid robot, but without the selling your house to afford it part. P&D Botics has also thrown in some fancy imitation learning, which means Adam learns by watching humans. Just imagine a robot taking notes on how you procrastinate at work. Terrifying, yet oddly impressive. Adam's brainpower might just be enough to outsmart us all, but for now, it's learning to move boxes and maybe master the cha-cha. So, while Adam might be the future of robotics, we'll have to wait and see if it's truly the revolution we've been promised, or just another fancy toy that ends up being better at dancing than doing the dishes. Finally, Neura's new robot 4NE1 promises to be your next home helper. But is it ready for action, or just another tech tease? I'll break it down. Stay tuned. Neura Robotics just introduced its latest humanoid robot, 4NE1, and it's apparently ready to revolutionize household chores, or at least look pretty while doing them. In a new promotional video, 4NE1 shows off its talents, which include ironing shirts and moving boxes, proving that the future of robotics is, well, suspiciously similar to the life of a butler. But let's not get too excited. The video is filled with short, carefully edited clips, leaving us wondering if this robot can actually make it through a full day without needing a reboot or a therapy session. It might have the promise of an Iron Man, but right now it's more like an intern on their first day, eager but kind of clueless. Neura, teaming up with NVIDIA's cutting-edge tools, is betting big on 4NE1 to lead the charge in the humanoid market. However, given that the robot was last seen at trade shows as a glorified mannequin, we're not holding our breath for a Jetson-style future anytime soon. CEO David Reger assures us this is just the beginning, but until we see 4NE1 handle a crying baby or clean up after a party, it might remain another gadget that sounds cooler than it is. Sure, NVIDIA's tech might push the boundaries, but right now, 4NE1 seems about as practical as a robot barista that spills your coffee. So while Neura dreams big, we'll wait and see if 4NE1 is truly a domestic superhero or just another robot destined to become an overpriced coat rack. Thanks for watching my channel. If you want to find out about the new Mushroom AI robot, click on the video above. See you soon.